Mike Greenberg just came out here and said the NFL needs to do an NFL draft lottery, just like the NBA does, which has got to be one of the dumbest ideas ever. But here's what it would have looked like. The 49ers would have jumped up to number 1 from number 11. So they would have had a huge benefit, and they would have got Travis Hunter. Then you got the Panthers up here. They would have jumped up. They would have got a great edge with Carter. And then you got the Jags, who actually would have benefited too. So really all three of these teams win. The rest of them really don't. But the NFL draft doesn't need to do a draft lottery, considering that they're the number 1 watched sports league by a mile. It's just unreal on how good it is. He does try to say that some of the teams tanked last year, which last year was kind of an outlier year with how many bad teams there were. But it's really hard to tank in the NFL compared to the NBA. But it doesn't make sense to do it in the NFL because in the NBA, one guy can change your franchise and he can take a team because it's only a 5-man sport. But in the NFL, one guy is not going to change your franchise. It can definitely help it out, but not at the same impact the NBA is going to. And he says tanking is a huge problem with the NFL. It's really hard to tank in the NFL compared to like the NBA because with the NFL, you got 22 guys who are trying to get paid. Even if like you don't want them to win, they're still trying to go out there to get their stats up because they might try to jump ship to another team next year, or they're trying to keep their roster spot so they stay on there. It also helps in the NFL that they only have 17 games in the regular season. Might be going to 18. But when a team in the NBA is tanking, you got to go through 80-some plus games to watch them just tank. Like that's hard. That's why they do the lottery for the NBA. The NFL's not long enough really to tank, okay? Because you're trying to fight for it up until like week like 13. Then like you probably know your season's done. That's when it's like, okay, we can probably shut down. That doesn't have as big of impact as the NBA does, for viewership at least.